Every moment tonight, they led me to you. Every single time.
Hello, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Unfortunately, no Minnie in the video today. She's decided to take a nap inside and I didn't want to disrupt her, so you're going to have to do without the distraction. Today we're doing ankle weight total body burn. So we're going to be using our light ankle weights as well as light hand weights and a chair and a mat. We'll be doing pretty much a total body workout using lots of combination moves as usual. You will be kneeling for some of the exercises, so make sure you've got a mat handy for underneath your knees. Don't go too heavy with your ankle weights. We're going to be focusing a lot on the front of the thigh as well as some hamstring today. So when you're doing front of thigh raises, you don't want a really heavy ankle weight because you might injure your hip flexor, so you don't want to do that. We're going to get straight into it. I'm just using 1 kilo hand weights, which is around 2 pounds. You don't need anything too heavy, but you can go slightly heavier for especially some of the exercises that we're going to be doing kneeling. So come with your legs nice and wide. You want your toes turned out and your heels in, and just start to come down into a plie squat. So your arms are just in front in a nice diamond shape, and I want you to start getting that lower body nice and warm. Always remembering to keep your tummy pulled in, your back nice and flat, your shoulders are down and back, and you want to make sure your knees never come out over those toes. You're squeezing up through your butt cheeks, the underside of your butt, as you come up. And we're going to start moving from a plie into a lunge. But give me a few more and start adding some arms in, just rotating to the side, keeping your elbows by your waist. And as you rotate back, I want you to squeeze your upper mid back together. So your shoulder blades are coming together. Really nice. A few more like this. And then we're going to start rotating. I'm going to rotate to this side first. And then come back to center and then the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. So rotate, center. Rotate, center. So you're rotating on the ball of your foot and you're turning into a lunge. It doesn't have to be super deep. You're keeping the same arms, but now I want you to focus on really using the arm that's going towards the back of the room and rotate a little bit further behind. Rotate, center. Rotate, center. Nice deep breaths. A few more like this. How about 4? Then hold it in front. 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it back in front. We're going to bring our arms up and we're going to do chest press arms. And I want you to bring your knees forward a little bit and push back. Forward a little bit and push back. So same motion with your arms and your legs. Try to stay low and you're pushing back with the outer thigh, squeezing your glutes together. So with your arms, maybe come in a little bit more. So you're really squeezing through the chest. In and out. Breathing in, and then if you want to, you breathe out on the exertion of the arms or the legs. Doesn't matter, you just choose one as long as you're breathing. I'm breathing out as I push my legs to the back, squeezing my large muscle groups. A few more like this. 4, 3, don't creep up. 2, 1. Now come in front, stay static in the legs, and just bring your elbows together. You can do a little bit of a bounce through the lower body. Otherwise, just hold it and really think about your chest blowing out, bringing your elbows as close as you can, pushing against your weights. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay, we're going to come into a side lunge and kick combination. So first of all, just start side lunging and then raising your leg. Side lunge and raise your leg. We're going to start with front raises when the leg is raising, side raises when you're down hinged. So you're hinging and really sitting back as if you're about to sit into a chair. If you prefer, you can keep your arms bent on that side lateral. So as you raise up, squeeze your quad, point through the toe, raising up to at least hip height. Squeeze. Up and side. Your spine is flat here, so when you hinge, you're not curving through that spine. A few more and then we're adding on a hamstring curl with the other leg. Okay, so just go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. So come up, and as you come down, curl the other leg. It's up and it's down. It's up and it's down. So now I want you to slightly bend through the supporting leg. So it's kind of more like a squat rather than a side lunge. And kick. It's up and it's kick. You want to flex your foot and bring your heel as close to your glute as possible. Keep pointing through that front leg and really think about quad. Squeezing your quad the front of your thigh as you raise. A few more like this, then we're going to hold it and just do the hamstring curls. 4, 3, 2, hold here, flies and hamstring curl. Flies and hamstring curl, come on. Kick your butt. The front leg is bent, weight is in the heel, and you're coming up and kicking. Kicking. Really think about squeezing, especially just where the hamstring meets your butt. If your arms are too much, just hold on and do the hamstring curl. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to the other side. So remember, we're doing the front raise, and then, so front raise and side raise. It's front raise and side raise. I was trying to go too slow and was wondering why it wasn't adding up. Front and side. So now, same thing with the form pointers. Your supporting leg, nice and straight. Take wide enough of a stretch between your legs so you can really feel that inner thigh, stretching and elongating. Your leg in front is long and you're squeezing the top of your thigh every time it comes up. Try to raise it to at least hip height if you can. Back is flat, tummies are in. You're hinging from your hips, not rounding. As you come down, weight is in the heel and you're pressing your glutes to the back as if you're just about to sit in a chair. Go 4 more and we'll add on the hamstring curl. 3, 2, last one. So we're going to go up for 1. As we come down, kick your butt. It's up and kick. So one side may be better than the other for balance. This is my awkward side, but keep going. Remember, it's always fine to wobble because you're firing more muscle fibers. And kick. Front and kick. And if you need to slow it down, go at your own pace as long as you feel challenged. And if the arms are confusing you, maybe just do the legs. A few more. Flex the foot behind and really kick your butt. 4, 3, then we're staying hinged. 2, 1, stay hinged, just kick your butt. Kick your butt. Wide arms, weight in the heel of the front leg. Kick your heel up to your glutes. Up to your glutes. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. That was a warm-up. Hope it got you breathy like it got me breathy. Okay, we're coming down into a kneeling position, and you want to keep your tummy in the entire time and make sure your back is flat. Now, for this one, if you want to use both weights in one hand, you can. I'm going to see how it goes. Maybe it's going to be fine. So we're going to hinge forward, and as we hinge forward, we're going to push the hand across the body and come up. So push across and come up, across and come up. So it's like a row for the back, but you're coming on this angle, keeping your shoulder away from your ear and really rowing behind on an angle and up. And this down and up action is going to engage your core as well. So we're multitasking. Down and up. Down and up. A few more like this. Then we're going to add on. You really want to reach across and down, keeping your arm loaded the entire time. So that's going to get your bicep muscle as well. 4 more like this. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come up and across. So we're going to stay in this upright position, and I want you to bring your arm up on an angle and bend away from it. Now, if this is too much with 2 weights, I would rather you use 1 weight and really focus on the form. So this is for your tricep, which means you need to squeeze the back portion of the top of your arm. Okay, I really want you to angle and lean into it. Hold your tummy in. It's up. We're going to do pulses that really burn everything out. Don't worry, I'm just setting you up. A few more like this, and then we're going to combine the 2. So if you want to, add on your second weight. 2, because you know we're going to have more of a break. 1 in between each move. So we're going to come up, then we're going to fall forward and row. We're going to come up, we're going to fall forward and row. Come up. If you want to put your hand down in between and go even deeper here, you can do that, and row. Come up and forward and really squeeze up and forward. So we're going on opposing angles. Angle to the front, angle to the back. And if you don't want to make it so deep, just come here. Okay? As long as you feel challenged, it's okay. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. You can modify. 4 more. Across. And 3. Across. 2. Big long sweep. Last one. And across and hold it up. Tiny ups. Now I'm going to drop 1 weight. Tiny up. It's up. It's up. Just a little burnout. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you guessed it, tiny across, across. Look how my hand is coming up. Across. We're not coming all the way up to behind the back anymore. It's more of a push. Emphasis push. Push. Hold your tummy in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Are you ready? Starting exactly the same way. Deep breath in. And we're going to push across and come up. Push across and come up. My arm is always has a micro bend in it, okay? I'm never straightening fully. I'm really focusing on drawing up behind, keeping my shoulder away from the ear. And it's up. It's across and it's up. And as I'm coming down, I'm trying to keep my chest facing the floor and only pushing across with the arm, okay? So I'm not doing this. I'm staying front on, using my hand to stabilize, and also not using my hand so much to push off the ground, but using my core to help me come back up. Okay, let's go for 6. Squeeze behind. 5, 4, big extension. 3, and row. 2, and 1. Now stay up here, and remember we're doing this one. You can either come down just a little bit, like this, or maybe come down all the way. I'm on an angle towards the back corner of the room, and I'm really trying to extend and squeeze the top portion of my arm. And if you want to, no shame in dropping one weight if it helps you to squeeze more. Breathe in, squeeze. Just a few more like this. And then we're going to combine them. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to use both again. We're going to come down and across, lean and up. Down and across, tummies are in, lean and up. It's your core that's helping you. So try to only put your hand down at the last minute so that you're really leaning and using your core to balance. See here, last minute, put that hand down to support. And here. Maybe don't even use your hand when you come down here. Try all these different little things to make you stronger, to make you better in everything you do. Okay? If you keep adding layers of intensity, layers of difficulty, you will never stop progressing. 4 like this, and up. 3, up. 2, and last one, hold it up. I'm just going to drop one weight, and we're just doing tiny ones, up and up, up and up, up and up. Come on. Stay on that angle, leaning down a little bit, squeezing the tricep. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other weight in hand. Stay down and push. You're pushing across, not coming all the way back. Tiny little lift with the opposite hand. Really feel your abs here. As you push across, you should feel your obliques on that same side. Push across, push across. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. You don't need your weights for the next one. We're going to stand up and use our chair, but I'm going to give you a quick child's pose. So arms in front, deep breath in and chest to the floor. One more deep breath. And we're up. Okay. Grab your chair, and you're going to have your chair in front of you. I'm going to stand on an angle so you can kind of see what's going on. Let's start with so come into a stance where you're kind of a bit more than elbow width away, and we're just going to bring our knee in and across. So you see, I'm not coming directly, I'm coming across, and I'm coming out. I'm coming across, and I'm coming out behind. I'm staying in a turned out position. So this is internal rotation, external rotation. You've seen this in other workouts before, or at least one workout if you've done any of my workouts recently. It's across and it's out. We're going to be adding on to this, and it's up to you. You can change, you can do whichever layer you want, okay? So you can always stay with the previous layer. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's in, trying to keep your leg high. Can you keep your knee in line with the top of the chair? And even though we are leaning into it to get that really long extension, I don't want you to really grip the chair. I want you to use your core. In a moment, we're going to drop back on this moving leg, okay? And that's going to be like an elegant sort of flowing exercise. So you won't be able to hold on for that. So go for 4 and 3. Commit to height. I want you to squeeze your glutes. 2, squeeze, squeeze. Last one. Okay, so this is the exercise. We're coming in, we're going out, we're coming back. See how I'm arcing to the back? We're coming in, we're going out, we're arcing back. You've got a second there to think about arcing back. Lift your front toe. It's in, it's extend, it's back. It's in, it's extend, it's back. Do you want to lift up on the other leg and make it even look more pretty? It's in, extend, and back. Maybe you're plieing a little bit on your supporting leg. It's in, plie, and up, and back. We're going to start lifting that front leg. Okay, give me 4 more like this. In, extend as long as you can, and float it back. It's in, extend as long as you can, and float it back. 2 more. In, extend. If you feel safer with your foot down, keep your foot down. This is the last one. Then we're going to do 1 more, and we're going to kick up this front leg. In and back, and kick. In and back, and kick. In, back, and kick. In, back, and kick. And if you don't want to lift your leg, you stay with the previous layer. In and back, and kick. In and back, and kick. So this is a dynamic stretch, even while you're strengthening. In and back, and kick. How about 4 more? Then we're going to do a few pulses. 3, and back, and kick. 2, back, and kick. Last 1, back, stay here. It's down and kick. It's down and kick. Lean into it and kick. If you want flat foot, flat foot. Okay, then I want deeper. If you're on a flat foot, deep side lunge with your toe, like a warrior stance in yoga, toe facing away. If you're on your toe, it's going to be so much more unstable. You don't have to go as low. I want you to squeeze your quads, really squeeze your quads, and if you lose your balance, maybe hold on with 1 hand. Just 4 and 3. Come on, great for your feet. 2, 2. It's okay if you lose your balance. And 1. Guess what? We're coming in and we're going up. We're just coming down and up. We're coming down and up. I'm staying on my toe of my supporting leg. I'm plieing down. As my other leg comes down, shoot it up. You're in the turnout position, exactly what we did, and really squeezing. Up and squeeze, up and squeeze. We're going to hold the leg up and just do these plies. When you plie, your foot can be flat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you do this? Can you plie with your foot up? If not, stay down here. It's going to be a bit more awkward. Down and up, down and up. Keep that leg high. Squeeze your glute. Ready? As you pulse down, pulse the leg up. Little tiny ones. If you want to, you can lean over more, or if you feel more stable, maybe your elbow on the chair. It's okay to have more weight on the chair now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So I bet you didn't think you could do that ballerina flow. Well, you did it. So we're on to the other side, building it up the same way. So make sure you've got a nice stance with your supporting leg. It's nice and flat, nice and straight, but with a little bend across, and shoot it out. Internal rotation, external rotation. Internal, turn out. So I want you to come up higher and squeeze. Okay, if you can't, you can keep it lower, but I'm telling you, it's actually easier. When you lean your chest towards the chair and you bring that leg up, it's like a natural kind of sweeping action up. It's across, trying to keep your knee at the height of the chair. And once you choose your height of extension here, you're not going to drop it, are you? No. In and extend. In and extend. If you want to, you can already come up on that toe and then come down. Come in and then come down. A few more like this, and we're adding on that drop back. Just 5 and 4 and 3. Hold your tummies in, and 2 and 1. So come in, come back, and drop back. You can come up on this toe or leave it flat for now. So foot is this way, foot is that way. Come forward and in, come up, drop back. Come forward and in, come up, drop back. So I'm using that drop back to get into my waist. You should feel this muffin top area there, squeezing and back. It's in and up and drop back. It's in and up and drop back. So, how's this side feeling for you? Is this maybe your balancey side that you can balance on better and you're feeling more natural with it now? That can happen. We all have imbalances. In, out. Okay, you ready? We're going to start lifting the front leg in 3 more. Don't lose height because you're getting into it, okay? This height there, I still want that. Last one. Now, we're going to come forward and lift the leg. In and back, drop it, lift the leg. In and back, drop it, lift the leg. Don't forget the lean as you lift the leg. And back and lift. In and back and lift. I want you to make this as dynamic as you can. In and back and lift. See how I'm starting to plie on my supporting leg? I want you to really work your way up to doing all of these different variations because you'll feel so much more accomplished. Okay, but if you can't yet, that's okay too. In and back and up. 4 more. Really extend. 3, 2. Are you still bending here? Last one. Hold it here. And we're just going to come down and up. Down and up. Now, up on the toe if you want, or flat-footed, and come a little bit deeper. You're in that warrior stance. Down and up. Down and up. If you're on your toe, you will be feeling just here, inside of the knee. Few more. 6, 5. Really squeeze through your quad. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back and forward and up. Come down and up. Down and up. Start to plie this leg. It's okay if the knee comes slightly over your toe in this case because you're holding your core in and you're really pushing into the chair. Tap and up on that same angle and really get it high. The more you lean, the higher you can get it. If you don't want to be up on the toe, then just here. You're still bending a little bit through that knee. Or maybe you're coming up with the toe when the leg is lifting. That's an option too. I find that option very difficult, so I'm not going to take it. 4 more, then we're holding the leg up. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Plie through your supporting leg. Down and up. Hold that leg, stick straight. Oh my goodness, this burns. Down and up. Down and up. Can you lift the top leg as you plie the bottom leg? Up, up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ouch, ouch. Heart rate is high, yes? Okay, get rid of the chair. Take drinks as you need it. Even though we're not doing traditional cardio, these exercises, especially the large range of motion exercises, they're tough, you know, even on the heart rate. I'm adjusting my ankle weight. Okay, so now we're going to come into a mat exercise and we're going to use one hand weight. So, coming down, I'm going to show you from the side and the front, okay? Let's just do the legs. We're going to come up in an arc. We're going to arc out with our knee internally rotated and then arc back in line. It's out and it's up. It's out and it's up. Now you want to be in a position where you can brace yourself because we will be moving the opposite arm. If you cannot do this with moving the arm as well, then please just do the legs, okay? And really think about engaging the core. So as the leg comes out, my arm is going to come out. Then it's going to come forward and up, out and up, out and up. I'm showing you from the side so you can see how my leg comes out. When my arm comes out, my leg goes in behind me as my arm goes in front and front, side and front. Look down at the mat once you see it and really focus on squeezing your glutes and your shoulders. Out and up, out and up. This is heart rate as well, not getting away from it. Come on, a few more like this and then we're going to change it a bit. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You don't need your weight anymore. We're going to keep both hands on the ground and we're doing the same thing with an extended leg. It's out and it's up, out and up, parallel. Now once you have this, can you lift your back arm and just hold your opposite bicep? Out and it's up, out and it's up. This is all to do with balance and core stability. Side and up. That side one is tough. If you prefer to hold your arm out to the side, you could do that too. It definitely makes it a bit easier to have that counter lever, and it's up. 6, 5, 4, or you can just be down here. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do 4 of each. Are you ready? This is going to be a brain strain. So we're going to go out and front with bent leg for 4. 3 and 4. Drop the weight, out and up, straight leg. 3 and 4. We're doing 4 sets, out and up, bent leg. 3 and 4. Oh my goodness. Out and up, straight leg. If you're here, I don't blame you. I want to be here too. Ready, bent leg. Out and up. 2, 3, 4. Straight leg. Out and up. 2, 3, 4. Are you ready? This is the last set. Bent leg. 2, 3, 4, shoulder death, straight leg. 2, 3, 4. Ouch, shoulder death. I didn't expect that to hurt so much. Sorry, not sorry. Quick stretch. Other side. Fast and furious segment. This one is to keep your heart rate up. I hope you're sweating because I'm actually sweating from this. And to build coordination because, you know, we need to do that. Other hand, start off with just the legs. Internally rotate, come out. With that rotation, it's like a hydrant, but you're not taking your knee up, you're only taking your toe up. And then come back in line, and it's a normal glute raise. Squeeze your glutes. Think about obliques as well. As you bring that leg out, you should be squeezing your obliques and feeling that crunch. Are you ready? So we're coming out and front with the arm. Side and front with the arm, side and front with the leg. And if you can't do it, just stay here, or maybe do every other one, or do as many as you can before you fall over, and then see how you go. Each time you do it, try and progress. Try and do 1 or 2 reps more. Breathe through it. Oxygenate your blood. And think about your shoulder. You're not bringing your ears towards your shoulder. You're keeping your neck long. Out and up. Out and up. 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Straight leg. You can start without the hand up. So we're doing the same thing, arcing out and up. It's like a quarter circle, and you're keeping your hips facing the mat, coming out and up. Once you have it, lift your back arm. Squeeze the glute. Every time you lift the leg, out and up, out and up. Kneecap stays to the floor, pushing out of your shoulders. If you're finding yourself slouching like this, I'd rather both hands on the mat, really pushing out of the shoulders, okay? Don't compromise form. You don't need to be a hero, I just want you to feel the burn. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Guess what? We're doing 4 of each. Starting with bend. It's out and up. 2, 3, 4. Drop the weight. Straight leg. 2, 3, 4. Pick it up. Bent leg. 2, 3, 4. Drop the weight. Straight leg. 2, 3, 4. Pick it up. Bent leg. 2, 3, 4. Drop the weight. Straight leg. 3, 4. Last set. Bent leg. 2, 3, 4. Drop the weight. Straight leg. 2, 3, 4. We've got one more leg series, a really short one, and then we're on to abs, okay? Then we're done. Abs and lower back. No more weights, no more weights. Okay, we're going to go back to the other side, and we're going to start off in a side lying position, but we are going to be pressing up. So I want your arm kind of angled towards the corner and both palms really firmly on the ground. We're going to start with the leg, extend it and just come up and down, up and down. So you are kind of rotating your knee towards you a little bit. I want you to do that because that gets a little bit more quad rather than just outer thigh, up and down. So really engage through your abs here. I want you to hold your lower portion of your abs really tight here, pushing away from the ground. Because in a minute, we're going to get up into a side down dog kind of situation, and we're going to keep doing leg raises. Okay? So if you're not comfortable with that, then just keep doing these, or leave one knee down. I'll tell you how to do that in a minute. Well, not really a minute, more like 4 reps. 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to push up into a down dog position. Just do some leg raises here so you see what it feels like. If you can't do this in this angled down dog, knee down and come into this all fours kind of angled position. I'm angled. Do you see how my hands are diagonal that side? And I'm turned out. 4, then we're doing a combination. 3, 2, 1. Calm down. Do 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Do 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Do 2 and 1. Come up. Do 2 and 1. 2 again. You can stay up here if you want, if it's easier for you to push up. Guess what? It's 1, and 1, and 1, and 1. So the transition, I would rather you take a bit more time so that you are not going to injure yourself in any way. Okay, so it's up and it's up. Now, can you keep your legs super straight? When you lift your leg off the ground in this down dog position, all the way up high, you're really engaging your core. And it's up, down, and up. A few more like this. Remember to keep a turnout here. You're angling your hands so that you are not in a proper down dog, you're angled, okay? So that your leg turns out and up in that same sweep that we did in the standing series, right? We're hitting the same muscle groups again. 4 more. And up. And 3. Up. 2. Up. Last one. And up. Really quick child's pose. Then we're going to do abs on this side, and then we're doing both series on the other side. Child's pose, deep breath in, and push your armpits towards the mat. One more deep breath. Okay, and we're on to abs, and we're going to be on the opposite side. So the side that we just went down and up, we're going to work the other side. Okay, so come down on this side. There's method in my madness, don't worry. Okay, so come down, and we're going to have our fingertips behind our head. Now this version is going to be kind of the harder version. If you prefer, you can stay up on your elbow and do the same thing. So let's just all decide to be up on our elbow for a few reps, just to show you the easier version. So we're just going to come forward as far as you can with your knee, and back, bending it, forward and back. So up here, I want you to focus on feeling a crunch in the front, feeling a crunch in your lower back, forward and back. If you're up here, you can really bend towards it and arc your back a little bit as you come back. You're keeping your leg at exactly the same horizontal plane the entire time. In and back. In and back. Now if you want to come down here, you can either keep your arm engaged out the front, or you can put it behind, and we're going to twist in opposition. Twist and back. So if your arm is here, twist and back. That's almost better to keep your arm extended, because it's going to help you to kind of stay more stable and to lift that shoulder. Forward and back. Forward and back. We're going to start extending the leg to the front and keep it bent to the back. Now as you extend to the front, can you touch your toe with your hand to make sure that you're actually extending as far as you can? Now twist this elbow to your opposite forearm. Twist across and open. Twist across and open. So we're constantly increasing the range of motion to make it tougher. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to come up on our elbows, but you see how I've just got my elbow down, and we're going to keep our core engaged, and we're going to do the same thing without that extra help of our body on the mat. In and out. If this doesn't feel good, just put your arm back down. But if you can, really think about side plank. So you're keeping your lower obliques away from the mat and back. Now extend and back, extend long and back. Don't crunch in your shoulders, you're keeping your neck away as much as you can from that shoulder. Extend. We're going to hold the leg straight and extend it to the front, and we're going to do little pulses, and that's going to be the last bit before we move to the other side. And back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend to the front. Now if you want to be here, you can, and just push your leg to the corner as much as you can. Extend long. Think crunch every time it's coming towards you. If you're here, just keep your body on that same angle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Safely come up. And we're on to the other side for those leg raises. So we're staying on the same side. Okay, start with your leg raises, and remember your hands are going to be kind of angled. So we're just turning our knee towards us a little bit as the leg comes up. Now, if you find this is just too torturous for your hip flexors, you can either make a smaller range of motion or bend your knee a little bit. How about bending in, extending long? Bending in, extending long. I probably should have told you that on the other side. You can bend the bottom leg, or you can keep it straight, up to you. If you keep it straight, it's actually tougher on your core. A few more, then we're going to come into that angled down dog. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to push up, and remember you've got your option of keeping your knee on the mat like this, if you prefer. Otherwise, push up in this angled position. See how my bottom leg is bent slightly? It's because I'm keeping myself on an angle, and my leg is coming up in a turnout position. Up and up. A few more, then we're starting those combinations. How about 5, 4, 3, really squeeze at the top. 2, 1, we're coming down for 4, 3, 2, 1, we're pushing up for 4, 3, 2, 1, we're coming down for 2, and 1, we're pushing up for 2, and 1 more set of 2, 1, and up for 2, and 1. Now we're doing 1 and 1. Take your time on the transition. I want you to come all the way in with that leg, all the way up with that leg. Breathe. Take your time. I don't want you just to plonk down. You're coming up with control. You're coming down with control. Your core is activated the entire time. It's up and it's down. Come on, you can do this. We did it on the other side. And it's down. Do you see how you can feel your obliques on both sides? You're pushing up and you're really using your lower obliques to help raise you up. And then as you crunch the leg in here, you feel the top obliques. 4 more. And up. 3. Up. 2. Up. So much upper body work. Last one. And up. Done. Okay, other side. Roll out your shoulders if you need it. And we're coming into the side position first. So we're going to bring our knee in, crunch, and then behind. So now I want you to bend towards it and arch your back. Bend and arch. So as you're arching, you should feel a crunch in your back exactly the same way as here. you feel a crunch in your front. So it's forward to back, forward to back. We're going to come down and extend the bottom arm and put that other hand behind our head. But if you don't feel comfortable with that one, just stay up here. So if you want to, come down with me and back, forward and back. So now move the upper body in opposition. Forward and squeeze your glutes on the back. Back and up. With your upper body, you're going back in opposition. Keep the leg up. You don't want to miss out on that outer thigh work of keeping your leg up. Okay, ready? We're going to start extending our leg. Can you touch your toe with the extended hand? It's forward and it's back. Now, can you really come forward and tap your elbow to your forearm? You can slightly extend the back leg too as you go back. But I'm more worried about the crunch in your back than I am about the leg. Okay, this is a core exercise. I know it's including a lot of everything else, as a lot of my combinations do, but I want you to think crunching through the front and through the back, through the front and through the back. 4 more, then we're keeping a leg in front. 3 and 2 and 1. Actually, before we're doing the leg in front, we're going to come up here first. Same thing, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. You're not going to be able to move as much through the upper body, so I really want you to think of core stabilization and back, forward and back. Breathe through it. We're going to keep the legs straight again towards the front, forward and back. Come with me, straighten and back. We're nearly done with this. And back, forward and back. Are you feeling your obliques and also your back muscles here, your lower back and back? 4 more, then we keep the leg in front. 3, 2, 1. Come back to the front and tiny front crunch, crunch, crunch. Come on, push out of that shoulder. Don't let yourself slouch. Crunch and crunch. If you prefer to be here, you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ouch. Ouch. I think I felt every part of my body there. Let's just quickly stretch that. And stretch on the other side. That got every side, every part of the side body towards the back. We're going to do a little bit of back extension and then we're done. Come onto your tummy. I'm going to let you keep your hands in front for now, and we're just going to do a few glute activation exercises. So I want your legs slightly turned out, and all I want you to do is a hamstring curl in and extend out. It's in and extend out. As you extend out, I want you to slightly lift your leg off the mat. It's a dynamic motion. See how I'm slightly kicking away? In and extend. In and extend. We're going to turn this into a double kick in and extend in 4 more. 3, 2, 1. So it's in, extend. In, extend. In, extend. In, extend. A few more of these, and then we're going to do a lift while the leg is extended, okay? In, extend. So we're going to do in, extend, and then we're going to do 2 straight leg lifts. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. So go in, extend, stay extended, 2 lifts. In, extend, stay extended, 2 lifts. In, extend, raise and raise. In, extend, raise and raise. Try to keep your thigh off the mat. In, extend, raise and raise. 3 more sets. Raise and raise. Don't crane your neck to look at me. Look at your mat. Last set. In, extend, raise and raise. Other leg. In and extend. In and extend. Flick your leg away. Keep your thigh up. In and extend. If you don't want to be as high with the upper body, you don't have to. You can even rest your head on your hands if you want and extend. In and try to press your hips evenly into the mat. In and extend. We're changing this to doubles in 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Go in, extend. In, lift, extend. In, lift, extend. I want your glutes activated. Stretch long. Hamstring, stretch long. Squeeze, stretch long. Feel your glutes. Lifting the thigh off the mat is activating your glutes. Think about squeezing from the underside of the glutes where it meets the hamstring. 3 more, then we're going to keep that extended leg and do a double pulse. 2. Last one, stay down. 1, 2, back in, extend. 1, 2, in, extend. 1, 2, in, extend. Come on. This is the last little bit for the lower body, and then we're just doing a little bit of upper body and we're done with the whole workout. In, extend. 1, 2. I want your thigh as high off the mat as you can. It may not look like, well, you probably can't even see my thigh off the mat, but it's off, I promise you. Up, because I'm digging my hip bone into the mat, and it is actually hurting a bit, but that shows me I'm really fighting to keep the height. 4 more sets. Up, in, extend. This is 3. In, extend. 2. In, extend. Last one, and your hamstrings will probably sore tomorrow. You're welcome. Okay, something very simple for the upper body. Look down at your mat, anchor your legs, anchor your hips, squeeze your glutes, anchor everything down. Just come up and down. Up and down. Blow out as you come up. Up and down. We're going to extend our arms to increase the lever. 3, 2, 1. Extend out and down. On an angle, making a V with your arms. Out and down. Out and down. Out and down. Come on, as high as you can with the chest. We're going to hold it out, and we're going to butterfly the arms in 4, 3, 2. Hold it out, tap, tap, down. Tap, tap, hold your chest up. Come on, tap, tap. Long levers, anchor your hips, looking in front of you. Neck is long. Tap, tap, chest is up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Are you ready to stretch up a little bit for the front of your abs? And then we're going to roll it over, and we're going to bring our knees in, because that's going to round through the back, and then side to side, massaging your spine. That feels really good. Take off your ankle weights while you're here. And then grab your heels if you can, otherwise grab your shins, and happy baby. And again, just rock a little bit, side to side. This feels really good. And we're going to roll to the side And we're going to grab that leg and push your heel towards your glute. Push your hip forward and really stretch through the quad, the front of the thigh. We did a lot of work. We did lots of raises. We did lots of extensions. So you definitely would have worked those quads good. But all those angle changes would have got into every part of your thigh. Now, if you can, grab onto your foot and just draw it in. If you can't, then just maybe here. Draw it in towards your head. Stretching through the hamstring. Maybe bend press a little bit. That feels so good. And we're going to change to the other side. Heel to your glutes and push your hips forward. Stretching is like one of those things I love to hate, or I hate to love, whichever way you want to look at it. Hurts so good. And then just bring that leg up. Bring it in as close as you can. Maybe bend press a bit. Then just come into a wide position and lean forward a bit. And then one leg in, flex your foot, and then just come down towards that leg. If you can't come down low, then just stay up here. The main point is to keep your legs super straight, and you want to bring your chest down, not rounding your head down, but chest down towards that thigh. And if you can, bring that leg behind and then push your hips slightly forward to stretch even more through that quad. And then bring your leg across. Make sure both of your butt cheeks are on the floor and hug it in really tight. You're going to feel your outer thigh, your glute medius, stretching really nicely there, and maybe turn to the back to get a bit of a spinal rotation happening. And then other side, so just bring that foot in. And if this is uncomfortable to you, you can even do it like this, okay? Just find a way of stretching through the hamstring, keeping your body nice and straight and parallel, and coming down. And then just sitting in that Z position, and again pushing your hip forward a little bit more. And leg across, hug it in. Both butt cheeks are down. If this is too kind of wound up, you can keep your leg there, or even keep your leg in front like this, and then turn to the back a little bit. And then just sit cross-legged. Interlace your fingers behind and stretch up. Oh, shoulders really had a lot of work today. And come in front and pull that arm across. Keep your shoulders down, tilt your head away. Other side, tilt your head away. And then both forearms down and really just stretching out through the forearm and the bicep. And over for the side body. Get some life back in there. Those obliques got worked hard as well. And in front and in front. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for my ankle weight total body workout. I hope you felt that burn in all the right places, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.